I think the learning technologies that will make the biggest impact over the next 10 years are actually the technologies potentially that we are using on a day-to-day basis. And I think that some of them we can say what they are now. Maybe it's even email, but using social networking, using podcasts, downloading video, the opportunity to be able to connect with whoever we need to connect with, whenever we need to connect. Those are the sorts of technologies that are really going to make the best impact moving forward. I think one of the challenges for business is over the next 10 years is the fact that actually they are going to have to respond faster and faster to different business pressures, and traditionally our traditional models of learning, even traditional models of e-learning, I just don't think are going to be equipped to catch up with that, and we're always going to be one step behind, which means actually learning and development potentially is always going to be one step behind business. And I think one of the key things that we need to look at in the future is how can we actually facilitate that fast exchange of knowledge and information in new ways and new models. And I think a good example of this is the work that's been done at BT Dare to Share, which is really just looking at an internal YouTube type environment where staff are being encouraged to capture what they know and to share it back with each other through this environment. So an engineer who's bringing out a new piece of technology can quickly demonstrate it and post it, and it be shared by the rest of the field engineers. Somebody who's coaching and mentoring can actually give some of their top hints and tips, post them immediately and share them, and they can be shared around the company. I think those types of models are going to be the models which will allow us to be able to create environments as learning professionals that will really help organisations become more agile and be able to respond to changing needs, because it takes us out of the driving seat and puts the experts and those that really know what's happening into the driving seat and gives them a platform to be able to share their knowledge. One of the ways in which we can adapt to the fast pace of work environments that we're having to work with is to use technology, of course, but that's just an enabler. Not to be hung up on jargon, but actually think, how can I, as a learning professional in whatever space that I'm working in my organisation, how can I really make a difference to the business that I'm supporting? Not how can I deliver a course or how can I deliver a piece of e-learning, but how can I bring change about in this organisation, given all the knowledge that I have, given all the methods that I know about good learning and performance, giving all the new media that I have available in my hands. What's the right mix at this point in time? And I think that mindset, that attitude of asking the question rather than delivering the course, I think is going to be the most significant thing that will actually help us to really become responsive as a profession moving forward. I think in 2020, the one innovation that has to make the difference has to be our attitude. It has to be an innovation of thinking in our mindsets, moving from the course to delivering performance in the organisation and being completely unconstrained by the past and looking to the future. I think that's going to be the real innovation that will make the difference. The technology is going to change all around us, but it's our attitude and our approaches and our thinking that will determine whether or not we are actually leading that change, leading performance in the organisation, or still on the catch-up.